So I've just sealed my bed plate, so I want to show a foolproof method of doing this. So the first thing you're going to need is a 14 gauge Luer lock dispensing stainless steel needle, but a blunt tip one. So you can get these on eBay. And that's how you spell Luer lock. Okay, the next thing you want to do is you want to get a Dremel tool and you want to cut a fork into the end of this. So there's your Luer lock needle, and there's a fork cut into the end of it. And the next thing you want to do is, while this insert is out of the block, before you put the insert into the block, is see if you can get the Luer lock needle in there and see if you can get air flowing through. So use compressed air to see if air goes through the Luer lock needle and out through the other side. Now you want to put a white mark on the top of the needle, and you want to orientate that up so that you get even flow in both directions. So the next thing I did is I used this air gun tool to force a little bit of acetone into the gap. So I actually blasted this out with acetone to clean it out of any oil so that we get a proper bond of the sealant with the metal. And the next thing I did is I took my regular air gun and I put some electrical tape around there, and I stuck it in the hole on the side of the engine block, and I blasted this out with 100 psi to make sure that any acetone is completely blasted out of there. And that means basically this gap pathway for the sealant is completely clear, and you can actually see, or you actually feel air blowing out both ends of it. And the final step is to stick the Luer lock needle in. Well, it's to insert the receiving shroud in there. You've got to hammer that in with a hammer, and then you stick your your Luer lock needle in, and you start to compress the syringe. Now you've got to turn this very, very slowly. It takes about 10 minutes per side. But what you will notice is that if you use this method, sealant comes out both ends of the block at exactly the same time. So you can watch one end of the block for sealant to come out, and as soon as it does, check the other side of the block. And then you're done with one side and you can move to the other side, and one of these syringes will do both sides with a little bit left over. And the final step is you want to get a little bit of the blue activator in there. So there's the blue activator dam done. I've got some Q-tips to actually get in there. So everyone seems to be complaining that this is such a difficult thing to do, and it seemed to go first time right for me. I don't see the problem. There was no leakage out of the Luer lock needle. It just all worked, just like the BMW specifications say. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye.